You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the October 1st meeting of the Michigan City Human Rights Commission. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
We'll call the meeting to order, and we'll start with the roll call. Albertine Allen? Here. Sojourner Atwater? Daryl Borton?
Here.
Pastor Carroll?
Here.
Marty Corley? Bunny Dimke? Here. Diana Gore? Here. Jamie Lorenz? Here. Mercedes McMullen? Jessica O'Brien, I'm here. Mary Ellen Quinn? I'm here. Tyra Robertson Walker? I'm here. All right, we have a quorum.
Yay.
Next we can go to the approval of the minutes. Did everybody get a chance to read them? Do we have any questions or corrections or concerns? If not, do we have a motion to accept?
Sitting up your racket here.
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes.
Do we have a second?
Second.
There's a motion by Mary Ellen, second by Pastor Carroll. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The minutes are approved. Bunny, would you like to do the finance report?
There's been no activity during the month of September, so the September ending balance is $6,184.95, which was the same as the August ending balance.
Any questions on the finance report? If not, do we have a motion to accept it?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
The
Report.
finance report.
Second.
There's a motion by Tyra and a second by Daryl. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And the finance report is approved. We don't have the executive director's report or a staff attorney report, so we'll do our committee reports. Bunny, is there anything from the finance committee?
No, there's not.
A development fundraising committee
I have nothing.
and the education committee?
I think that's Marty.
I thought I heard something. There's no report from the education committee?
Yeah.
Marty's coming in. Can I ask a question about any give back nights coming up, or have we discussed it or not? Thank
Do
you,
you have
finally.
anything that you'd like to bring to the table? Or we can discuss that next month, or if anybody has any suggestions for fundraising events?
I think we did well with Leeds. Is that okay? Did we, Bunny, when we did the drink of the month?
Yeah, $784 and change.
That's fabulous.
So we should ask them for next year,
Okay.
I would think, to get a date.
Yeah, we can do that. Marty, did you have anything from the education committee?
No, kind of early for us. But I will say this, if there's anybody interested in or have any ideas about scholarship, I would like to start probably in January, planning that.
Is there a theme for those every year, or is
It's just usually, it's not a theme so much, but it's more of like, for Judy Huber, just about anything you overcoming anything, and then I believe for the Hawkins Williams is just kind of telling how you can make a difference.
Okay,
So
good themes.
yeah, generally those are how they're arranged by topic, and said anything you all think we could do better. I know this last year we had 2 applicants, which made it easier to choose, but I just think there's, I don't know why more kids didn't. That's probably the lowest we've had in a long time.
How is it usually promoted?
Send it to the high school and then to Marquette, and then their counseling departments do it.
Send it to
I know
principals.
one year that when Jeff was the human rights director, that me and him went up to the high school and actually passed them out during lunch a couple times.
Okay.
So that might be something
good
that we might
idea.
have to do, if there's people willing to do it with me. And even if we have to go to Marquette and do it also in that same manner. But I just think, I was surprised it's only 2.
Right.
And my understanding of scholarships is how I'm educated just as a parent. All scholarships our post on Schoology or whatever. And then if the students go on there to look under that tab, then they see it. But if they're not looking under a tab, they do not see it. So it's just like anything else with high school child. If it's not a text message or things like that, particular, they're not gonna go out on a website and look extra.
You know, Marty, kind of what you were saying, I wonder if we can get a table, like at the lunch, in the lunchroom, and, you know, kind of give a speech and let them know, but it's
Maybe I
about.
could work on, as I expand my skill set, working, changing our application into a Google form.
Okay.
Because again, to your point, Mrs. Walker, if we could also pass them out in the form of a QR code when the kids come, you know, instead of giving them paper, because you know you give them paper, they're gonna be gone, or set up a QR code in a high school or somewhere where, you know what I'm saying, it's more of their speed or what how they will access stuff. Because that is a good idea. I mean, I'm like that half the time myself, like if you don't give me something digital, like I have the time to carry money to spend, you know, everything digital. So that is a good point I never thought about, so thank you for that. And I think that's something that I try to work on, or at least get somebody to help me that has better Google Forms skills than I do. I'm getting pretty nice at it.
I wonder if we could somehow get started a little earlier, at least with maybe getting the permission to set up a table or whatever. Because of the holidays, if you wait to start till after, sometimes.
Well, that's usually when the kids are really primarily starting, because you think graduation's in May. If we get started in the, you know,
June 7th.
November.
I just meant getting the permission from the school, because sometimes it's hard to.
Oh, yeah, getting the permission from schools, we got that one lit. That's the least of our worries right there.
I like that idea with the QR code. I think
Yeah.
that's excellent if we could be able to do that. I don't know what the school policy is about us being able to post certain things on their Facebook page. I'm sure if they say we can do it, they have to open it up to everybody else, but I don't know if that's an option. Because as a parent, you look for certain dates on the calendar and it scrolls on the Facebook page. And if you see that scholarship due, FAFSA stuff, all of those particular things. And they're gonna be having, you know, FAFSA workshops coming up. That may be an opportunity for us to attend. I believe that FAFSA actually opens up December 1st, and if I remember last year, the school system had informational meetings for parents and et cetera prior to that. So if we could, you know, a couple of attend that would be an opportunity, because that is about finance. So, and that's extra scholarship dollars, just extra stuff to throw out there as a suggestion to those that's on that committee.
You know, also, if we're gonna set up a table at the high school, I think it'd be nice to have some other information available for students, surrounding human rights, different opportunities in the city for them to get involved in different things. I mean, if we're gonna have a presence there, we might as well take advantage of it.
Yep. This is who we are, this is what we do. By the way, these are some scholarship dollars you can tap into.
Right.
While you're here.
Very good.
Okay, social status of African American Males Commission. Pastor, did you have any updates? Pastor Kara?
Are you looking at me?
Yes. Do you have any updates from the social status?
Yeah, social status, thank you, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It wasn't that you were just so attractive.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you. I do have something, we had a speaker, Dr. Wendell McCullum, the new superintendent for the Michigan City Schools, and he did a marvelous job with information, and I'm sure that he's going to do quite well, and we're sure praying for him in his new role of responsibility as superintendent. And so that's all I have on that one. I also want to say that the Rotary Club of Michigan City is naturally service above self, and is to help change history on World Polio Day, October the 24th, 2024. It's called Attitude, Awareness, and Responsibility. It's October 24th at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Kruger Memorial Hall, 801 Liberty Trail, Michigan City. The cost of admission is $25. World Polio Day is a time for Rotary members, public health advocates, and all who want a world free from polio to come together and recognize our progress in the fight to end polio and talk about the actions that we need to take in order to end polio for good. We still have polio active in Afghanistan, Pakistan. It's still active there. We had one case come up in New York about 6 months ago, and we don't hear about it no more, thank God. They did something to get that taken care of. But it can always come back, and we want to be aware of it. And we're also aware of COVID-19 also. And so, if you can, come join us at Kruger Memorial Hall to hear 2 polio survivors tell their stories and sing. One polio survivor plays the harmonica and sings and does a wonderful job. And the other polio survivor sings and tries to play the guitar.
Wonder who that is.
What?
I wonder who that is.
I have no clue, but I'll do my best. And anyway, come for fun, fellowship, and a chance to change history. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres, and a cash bar is available. And then also, all the donations are going to be matched 2-to-1 by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, tripling our impact.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be a wonderful thing. I've only got one. I'm going to pass that to you, and then you can pass it on to the rest of the folks. And I shouldn't be nervous about this, but unfortunately I am.
You'll be just fine.
You'll be fine.
I hope so.
Have one of those drinks at the cash bar.
Yeah, you know,
Get a lemon drop, you'll be all right.
one polio survivor does such a great job, and I'm going to follow him, and he might just make me look really bad, so.
Then you go first.
I was thinking about that, Mary Ellen.
You go first.
Thank you. And so that's all I have for right now.
Thank you, sir.
Very
And
nice.
as a fellow Rotarian, I'll be at that event, so I hope to see all of us there. So
And
it's a
Jessica,
good
if you got
cause.
any more to say about that.
This is nice, very nice.
No, I think you covered it all pretty well.
Okay.
If you guys didn't pick up on it, Pastor Carol's gonna be one of the speakers and singers at the
Yeah.
event, and Scott Howitt will be the other
Very
one.
nice.
He does play the harmonica and he writes poetry.
A World Polio Day.
Polio survivor,
Okay.
so it'll be a fun event.
Well, the Rotary is finally doing something besides being the good old boys.
We don't have any old business to discuss. Under new business, we have a few things. Mercedes McMullen submitted her resignation from the Human Rights Commission. That was forwarded to Tatanisha George in the Human Resources Department, and to Mayor Angie as she was a mayoral appointee. So we look forward to the mayor appointing a new commissioner to the Human Rights Commission. And second, we will be creating a nominating committee. Claire, did you want to talk about the process for new executive positions next year?
Yes, and please, if I forget any tidbits about this, Commissioner Mary Ellen and Commissioner Marty, you guys could please help me out on that. What we do first is to create a nominating committee. We need a chair for a nominating committee. We usually have about 3 or 4 people on that nominating committee. That person and that committee would be responsible for reviewing, candidates that would be a good fit in reference to being the chair. which is currently held by Commissioner or President Jessica O'Brien. From that particular point, the next month, which would be November, is when the slate is presented. And the slate is presented to the commission as a whole, and the commission at that particular point, lets them know we have people who want to be, name thrown in that hat, et cetera. And then in December, we actually have an actual vote. The vote is tallied up, and at that particular point, that person takes office in January. Did I miss anything, guys?
Only that, also that we'll take nominations from the floor as well.
Yes, thank you.
If someone wants to throw their hat in that wasn't on the list, so, but otherwise you did perfectly.
And the vote will be not just for chair, but as chair, vice chair, treasurer, secretary, and then 2 executive members.
Yes, if everybody's terms are up in those aspects.
Chair, vice chair, secretary, treasurer. And what was the other one?
The executive committee.
2 people for the executive committee. Did we miss anything, Marty?
Nope. Got it on it.
And also under new business, our meeting next month will be moved to Wednesday because the first Tuesday is election day. So our meeting next month will be Wednesday,
Wednesday.
November 6th, here at the OC room. Any commissioner comments?
Yes, I have something. I just like it known that October is National Disability Employment Awareness Month. The nationwide observance is usually the 3rd Wednesday of October, but if we were to do anything in particular, we could do it any day. I have not done anything yet. I may approach the mayor and maybe ask her if she would make some kind of proclamation. I'm a little late for this, but anyway, I just wanted that to be known. And then also Daryl, I don't know if, Daryl's busy. Daryl and I were both present at the announcement about the $5 million all-inclusive park that's going to be built in Feathers Alley. It looks wonderful. Shannon, Representative Frank Movan was there, the mayor was there, of course, and Shannon, they all spoke. And Shannon said that because of the way that this is planned, and they had, diagrams in the plan for us to look at, this is quite unique to the area, and it should be a draw. They invite people from all over to use it. The equipment, there's also going to be a walking path. That's why they call it all-inclusive for seniors, and it's a wonderful thing. I guess Representative Moran is responsible for getting the $1 million start from, I don't know who it was from. But they're going to be having other fundraising efforts, and they're going to set up a fund through the Unity Foundation. And Daryl and I were informally discussing that maybe that could be a major impetus for the Human Rights Commission as far as our fundraising goes in the future.
Yeah, because it has a sensory part of the park, right?
Yes. I mean, it's really wonderful. They're covering everything, autism, physical disabilities, mental, just everything. And one thing Shannon, when I asked her about, I thought I had read that there was something like this maybe in, Crown Point and Valpo, somewhere in the general Tri-County area. But she said that they studied parks all over the place, and she said a lot of them may have equipment that is adaptable. But for instance, you might have to go through mulch to get to this equipment, which doesn't make it all inclusive if you're in a wheelchair. So this is really going to be state of the art and something Michigan City can be very proud of. And I think as the Human Rights Commission, we can somehow contribute to that in the future. Sure.
I think what they also, I heard them refer to it, I think, just Destination Park.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you, Barney, that was informative.
Any other commissioner comments?
I got a comment. Minority Health took a trip to Shipshewana last Wednesday, week ago Wednesday, and we had 38 people. We had a good time. It was a mental health day for seniors.
That's great.
And it was a tour for seniors, and we shopped and walked for about 4 hours. We had a beautiful, beautiful bus, and the driver was so nice to us old ladies.
That's great.
And it was a good trip, so we're gonna do something at Christmas for another event for the seniors. And then our other event coming up is a trip to the museum for the high school students that participate in the breast cancer walk. This is their community service, and I'm gonna reward them for participating. Our walk is this coming Saturday at 10 o'clock, 2722 Wabash. And we're gonna have booster shots given by the Indiana State Department of Health down from southern Indiana. Then on the 26th of October, we're gonna have our breast cancer event at the Orak Temple. It's from 6 till 10. Have a silent auction, male models. It's all about the men, what they're gonna do. The ladies are gonna sit back. Marty?
What we doing?
I'll tell you later. Anyway,
Is he a model?
yeah, he
I'm
modeled for me
getting
once
models
before.
this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
I'm getting her models this year.
Okay.
That's my job.
Well, you can volunteer my husband.
Look, I already
His
did.
family is already, cancer survivors. It's
Give me his name. I'll call him. Anyway,
Call Jake.
it's going to be a good event. I think Frederica has promised to be my moderator for the evening, and First Lady's mom is going to give a talk on breast cancer survivor, and I'm going to ask the first man to do something too. It's all about the men, and so we're going to have a good time. I have 3 quilts that are going to be on display at Hoity Toity in the window.
Uh-huh.
I have an Underground Railroad quilt, a breast cancer quilt, and a wagon wheel quilt. The wagon wheel is what was put on the fence when it was time to travel, so that's a part of the Underground Railroad. So it should be exciting.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. No kids allowed.
Darn.
It's an adult affair because there's alcohol, and I don't like to mix the two.
I don't blame you.
I think there's a time and a place. I don't like for them to come as a cash bar. So
So when's the date again?
October the 26th, and it's from 6 until 11, and we're going to be at the Orak. Going to have a nice meal. Music, DJ is DJ D. I think, is that his handle, Marty?
Who's that?
Dwight
White
McMillan.
DJD. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I've asked him to play some nice music for seniors because most of us too old. We're going to have a good time.
Any other commissioner comments?
Here again.
You're kind of moving.
Oh, give me that thing.
Wait a minute.
Any other commissioner comments?
I didn't do it.
If not, we are
Give me the old rotary phone.
adjourned.
5:55.
Very good, thank you.
Okay, right on